What's up, everybody? This is Brian back with another deck profile. What do I have for you right now? Cyber Angels. And for those of you who didn't see the last video, this deck and the previous deck is not mine. My baby mom, she did not want to be on camera, so she's having me do the profile. And I rearranged it how I would run the deck. The only cards she's missing out of Cyber Angels is Manju's, a pre-prep, and a preparation of rights. But let's get started. Cyber Petite Angel. This card does is when it's summoned, you can add a Cyber Angel monster or Machine Angel ritual from your deck to hand. It's the searcher of the deck. Senju of the 10,000 hands. What this does is when it's null summoned or flipped, you can add a ritual monster card from deck to hand. With Manju, you get either or. So, Cyber 2/2 Bond. It's, I know some people wouldn't run it, but when it's special summoned from hand by tributing a warrior or fairy type from hand or field, you can tribute this card for, if this card is tributed for a ritual summon, you can target a ritual spell card from grave and add it to hand. Pretty much this gets your ritual spell back from grave. Cyber Prima. When it's summoned, when it's tribute summoned, it destroys all face-up spell cards on the field. Yeah. It's just another cyber card that most of this deck has ritual monsters, so we threw in some non-ritual monsters that would support the deck. Herald of Perfection. Really great if you're running a Perfection build. I find more useful in just straight Perfection, but what it does is negates anything or almost anything if you pitch a fairy. So you're definitely going to want to put this guy in defense mode. And he can only be ritual summoned with Dawn of the Herald. Now we're getting to the actual Cyber Angels. Cyber Angel Ben 10. What this does is, if it destroys a monster by battle and sends it to grave, it inflicts damage to the opponent equal to the monster's original defense. If this is tributed, you can add a light fairy monster from your deck to hand. Pretty much, it's also a searcher. It adds a fairy type monster instead of like a spell like Senju or whatever. It just adds. Cyber Angel Barrage. What this does is, if it's ritual summoned, it destroys you can destroy as many face-up monsters your opponent controls as possible that were special summoned from the extra deck, and inflicts 1,000 damage for each, and it can make a second attack. Once per turn during either player's turn, when a card or effect is activated that would destroy a card on the field, you can shuffle one ritual card from your grave into the deck, negate the activation. If you do, destroy it. It's actually one of the more useful Cyber Angels. Cyber Angel Natasha. I'd only run 2, just because once per turn you can target a face-up monster, gain life points equal to half of its attack. When a ritual monster you control is targeted for an attack, negate it. If this card's in grave, you can banish another Cyber Angel from grave, then target one monster your opponent controls, special summon this card if you do take control of it. Basically, it just lets you take control of your opponent's monster, which is fine, but not really needed. Cyber Angel Dakini. What she does is, this card's ritual summon, you can make your opponent send one monster they control to grave, their choice. If a ritual monster you control attacks the defense, it does pierce. During the end phase, you can target a ritual monster or one Machine Angel ritual in your grave and add it to hand. This is actually a better than Cyber 2/2 Bond, because this adds either or. Cyber Angel Dotten. What it does is if it's ritual summoned, you can add a ritual spell card from your deck or grave to your hand. If this card's tributed, you can make all ritual monsters you control gain 1,000 attack. Pretty much its power boost and lets you get it from the grave too. So that's helpful. Ritual Sanctuary. It's a field spell. What it does is you can discard a spell card, add one light ritual monster or one ritual spell from the deck to your hand. You can shuffle any number of spell cards from your grave into the deck, then target one light type fairy monster in your grave whose level equals the number of cards that was shuffled. Special summon it. Pretty much it specials from the deck, and it allows you to search either or. So, Ritual Cage. Not many people like this card, but I like it for ritual decks because you take no battle damage involving attacks with a ritual monster, and your ritual monsters are protected. They cannot be destroyed by or targeted by card effects, by card effects. The only weakness to this card is your monsters are still vulnerable to battle. Machine Angel Absolute Ritual. This is just the ritual for the Cyber Angels. Dawn of the Heralds. It is the rituals card for Herald of Perfection. And it also has the effect of you can get it back to hand by banishing a fairy type. Yeah. Not a fairy type, but target one monster in the grave that was tributed and return it to the hand. And so you can get that monster back by banishing. Free prep. And she needs 2 of these. What it does is add a ritual spell card from your deck to hand, and add a ritual monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand whose name is listed on it. So you can get them both back with this card. And she needs 2 of these because these were on the previous ban list. Or it's on the semi-limited list. And what it does is it adds 1 level 7 or lower ritual monster from your deck to hand. Then you can add the ritual spell card from your graveyard to your hand. So that's it for Cyber Angels. Hit like or subscribe. And I will be uploading more decks, and I will be starting to get more duels in. Catch you on the flip side.